He rose from the journalism field and joined politics, chipping in as the Member of Parliament for Nakawa West constituency in the recent 2021 general elections in Uganda. Joel SENYONYI, who also doubles as the spokesperson for the leading opposition party in the 11th Parliament, is among the beneficiaries of the People Power movement, which gave birth to the National Unity Platform Party, led by Robert Kyagulanyi, alias Bobi Wine.
I'm very confident about, about the race I'm going into. I respect.
Joel SENYONYI, like many opposition figures, jumped through loops to take the bull by the horns as he went through to the 11th Parliament.
We had an election in 2021 which went as it did, as you saw. There's been many spillovers.
The celebrated former journalist was accorded chairmanship of the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authority and State Enterprises, which is among the public accountability committees of Parliament.
Because I took over leadership when we joined Parliament, May, but for about 5 months we were not able to do anything. Why? There were people in that house who were fighting us. There's a motion that had been passed as the other Parliament was coming to a close, saying these accountability committees don't inquire into any of these past things. Wait for the next Auditor General's report, which is coming the following year.
5 reports have successfully been submitted by COSASE under the stewardship of Joel SENYONYI, including the investigations into the operations of Uganda Railways Corporation, Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, among others. SENYONYI says the recommendations on the report of the Uganda Railways Corporation, which cited gross mismanagement of both public funds and land, were partially implemented, which in a way disables efforts of Parliament. President Yoweri Museveni, upon seeing the COSASE report, fired the management of Uganda Railways Corporation after a foul play in the purchase of locomotives, which have since failed to function.
Firing those people is step number 1. We said we want them prosecuted and want that money returned to the taxpayer. We cannot just keep losing money this way. When we dealt with Uganda Land Commission, we saw the confusion there was. Billions of shillings, people stealing money while forging letters.
COSASE, through thick and thin, investigated the queries contained in the Auditor General's report for financial year 2021-2022, which cited a loss by Uganda National Airlines Company Limited of over 200 billion. The investigations witnessed top management of Uganda Airlines being put between a rock and a hard place as it exposed the rot in the operations at the Uganda National Carrier.
I've asked the Speaker severally, well, what's the matter? Why don't you let us present this report? And she says, I'm still studying the report, to be sure it is not... I don't understand what she is looking out for.
The delay to allow the report to be presented puts SENYONYI in a suspicious situation.
Because our report is not final. When we present it on the floor of Parliament, it can be amended or whatever, and then eventually what is passed is what becomes the report of Parliament of Uganda. Yeah. So those who have concerns about some of our recommendations or some of our findings, the rules say table. You can, once the report is ready, honestly, the Speaker has no choice.
In the leaked COSASE report to various media, the MPs cite, among others, controversial contracts which were outside the premises of Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Assets Act, and losses to the tunes of 500 billion, which is beyond the Auditor General's queries of 235 billion.
So I've actually always been looking forward to seeing that which they say leaked. I've not gotten a copy. I was interested in seeing what is this that leaked, they say they leaked. Because I want to be sure. Did somebody sit and type their own things and maybe say, Uganda Airlines is doing okay, everything is fine, signed SENYONYI and his team. So I wanted to see what are they saying has leaked. I haven't yet. But most importantly, I cannot police a report which is out of my hands, But also, when a report is not given attention and yet there is so much, concern about that report, inevitably, because 500 plus members have access to the report.
In a period of 1 year, as a Member of Parliament, Joel SENYONYI says fighting corruption in Uganda is a hard row to hoe, but calls for collective approach from all the concerned stakeholders.
One thing I've learned over time is that when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. Yeah, the things we dig up, we annoy so many people. So they call and threaten us, others send us miseries,
Joel SENYONYI wants Parliament to maintain its independence and avoid being heckled by the other organs of government. Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Kwitabingi, UBC News.